Ladies and gentlemen, you have now entered the precipice of greatness. Welcome to Live from the Bench with JQ.
You sure look like a master to me.
And Boodabar.
I want to hear about this, homie.
So forget about it, cuz.
Round 1, fight.
So AJ Brown, Jalen Waddle. What was the other guy? DJ Moore?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We were talking about the last episode, how we're talking about Jalen Waddle getting traded for our first and the third. And
First
then the
and
Bears,
third.
earlier before that, the Bears traded a second, got a second for DJ Moore, which brought us to the much rumored, much talked about AJ Brown trade, which probably isn't going to happen, but people love to speculate and make shit up and all of that. So we're going to do that today. That's what we're going to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder and step on your toes, but I figured I got it all right here, so I was going to spit that shit. All right. Okay, so I know, or at least I believe, because I never really tasted the syrup on a possible AJ Brown trade for a few reasons, mostly his contract. And you know that if they wanted to trade him post June 1st, it wouldn't mean as much, it wouldn't matter as much. So I ask you currently, right now, going into the draft and all of that, what is AJ Brown's trade value if the Bears got a second for DJ Moore and Jalen Waddle got traded for a first and a third, and AJ Brown is clearly a superior wide receiver to both of them? What would his value be?
You gotta give, if you're gonna, it's gotta be a high first and a second. And it has to be a first for this round, this draft pick. And it has to be, you gotta be picking before pick 15. I would say go as far as say a top 10 pick. And a second rounder for, I would take a next year's second rounder, but you got to give me a top 10 pick for this year. And that's just me saying like, because me personally as an Eagles fan, I'm not even answering the phone. You know, some people say like you always got to answer, like you always got to entertainment. Me personally, I'm not even answering the phone. Like you call me, a GM called my phone and they're like, hey, what are you thinking about AJ Brown? And I'm like, nothing. That's as far as I go. Like I'm not willing to trade him. I'm just not, you know. And I get it. It's like it's probably bad practice to think that way as a GM, considering I am a real life GM. But it's just like certain offers I'm just not willing to listen to because there's certain players that I'm not willing to trade. I mean, I get with all the diva crap that he's got going on, but like you deal with that, and I'm just not interested in discussing it. Like he's a guy. He's this team. He's a big part of this team. He's a big part of this offense. Why would I handicap myself and let him go? The fuck I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? Like, well, draft somebody that's not gonna give me the same amount of like. What am I going? It's not like you're gonna go after a receiver that's gonna give you the same thing you losing.
That thing you just said, not to slow down your momentum. That thing you just said about like trading them and then have to replace them in the draft. How did that go last time that happened?
AJ Arcega-Whiteside or
no, Treylon Burks. When they had to replace AJ Brown in the same draft, they traded him in. Didn't go well, and they drafted a physical clone, and it didn't go well for them.
Exactly. So, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that. And I feel like it's just really stupid to have that mindset to where you're gonna trade somebody who's already giving you a certain amount of productivity, and thinking that you're gonna go out there and get somebody to replace them. It don't. You can go out there and get 3 first rounders. Like you can get the next 3 first rounders. You're not going to get that. You're not going to replace that production this year. Like you lose AJ Brown. Like, and what was the Eagles' record without AJ Brown? I think they I'm not really sure. I can't remember, but they're not that good without AJ Brown.
Yeah,
so
the same offense.
You're not going to get like you let go. You let him walk, and you're probably going to see a substantial dip. And like, come on now, like let's be honest. Jalen Hurts, like, progressed a lot, even with this shitty ass offense, through his career high in touchdown passes this year. Despite the whole nonsense that's going on. So I think this is just one of those things. I'm just not willing to listen to the conversation. I'm not open to it. I'm not trading AJ Brown. It's just not something I'm looking at. And if I'm being forced, I'm in a position where I have to trade him. You got to give me a top 10 pick, and I'm not listening to any trades outside of there. I'm not listening to it. You got to be giving me a top 10 pick. Now I'm not listening to anything you calling me. What are you calling me about? Like if my phone call, Patriots, Mike Vrabel calling me, nope. What are you calling me for? What do you got that I can possibly get? You ain't got nothing. You give me Christian Gonzalez? Cause I ain't listening. I'm not listening. You get me Christian? Nope. No, thank you. I'm not listening.
I'm not even talking to the Patriots when it comes to
Yeah, I'm not.
They're way too damn on the draft. Okay.
Like, I'm not listening to
Let's
anything.
say, let's say Arizona comes calling. No, Tennessee. Let's say Tennessee wants him back.
Tennessee wants him back, right?
And they're offered a number 4 pick and their first next year.
I need a player. I need something. I need something like concrete. Like I'll take those picks, but you gotta give me something. Like I need something in return because they're like
All right. Then let's try this. Giants come calling. They'll offer you number 5 and the lineman. That's solid lineman they got. He's a little older. I can't recall his name offhand now.
on defense
That-
or offense.
Defense.
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, that guy. They offer
Nope.
him, and they're
I'm not
5
taking it.
for AJ.
I'm not entertaining that
And 2-2s.
because
And 2-2s.
for the fifth
First and
overall.
2-2s and Dexter Lawrence for AJ Brown.
See, and I would say no to that. No reason why I say no to that is because where would you slot Dexter Lawrence in this defense, or is he going to be a rotational guy? Because you got to understand.
There's a spot for him. I mean, it's just a hearsay thing. I don't really know. I'm
Yeah.
throwing it together at the last minute. I
Yeah,
can't think
no,
of anybody else knows comparably.
I get it. If you're gonna offer me, if you want me to take, if I'm gonna end up looking at that trade, I'm gonna say swap out Dexter Lawrence and give me Kayvon Thibodeau,
Okay, we'll keep on Thibodeau then.
and I would entertain it. I would definitely entertain it for, yeah, I would do it. For that, I would say okay, because now I know that my offense is about to dip, but I'm gonna see my defense get
13 and
substantially
Devontae
better.
for AJ from the Rams. Devontae Adams and a 13th pick for AJ.
Absolutely not. No, I'm not entertaining it. Devontae Adams is on the back end of his career. I'm not interested in Devontae Adams.
Chase and 2-2s from the Bengals.
Jamar Chase and 2-2s? No, thank you.
Well, I ain't got nothing else. I ain't going no further on the draft because it ain't beneficial at that point. Like when we start talking about the Ravens and the Buccaneers, if the Bucks ain't offering Ibuka, ain't shit to talk about.
Yeah, and that's just the thing. I need some type of production, but I also need some future capital. And the thing is, if you really and this is my thing, like if I am Howie Roseman and I'm listening to these trades, you have to give me everything. Like give me your pot. Like you got to give me your pot. Like come in here with a basket of goodies to offer because if this is somebody that you really want. You feel like he's going to be somebody that you want to bring in and he's going to matter and he's going to change your offense. You need to give me something because you got to understand I'm about to lose a lot of productivity on my like. Cause say what you want about AJ Brown, I'm losing a lot. I'm losing more than you can possibly give me right off the bat. So I'm not willing to.
His effect on defenses, his effect in
Yeah.
film study, their preparation, other teams' preparation for the game. They're keying on him. Hold on, there's more. Oh, yeah, whatever. Go on.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, I mean,
you're
yeah, there's
absolutely
a
right.
lot that you're losing. You're losing that financial hit. That's what I was meaning to get to. Like that financial hit that you're going to have to take because it's not it would be stupid to do it after June 1st when you have to split the numbers because you're not going to get the value for your buck. The only time you would get the relative value is right now leading up to the draft or at the draft, and unless some team takes a big leap, it's not really worth it to Philly financially to make that trade.
It's not.
So, yeah. But, I mean, plus you got to factor in how it will affect the team. Because now you got like Devontae would be the number one again, and his number two would be Hollywood Brown. So I mean that's a downgrade, like a big ass downgrade right
Yeah.
there.
Be, yeah, and then from an offensive coordinator standpoint, you got to change because Sean Mannion is probably drawing shit up. He's probably already drawing shit up in his mind of how I'm gonna work this system, and now I gotta fucking change everything. I gotta
Yeah.
change my plan because okay, now I can't run this offense because I got two different players. I don't have the same offense I had came when I got here. That right there pisses me off right off the bat. So now I got to change my system because I'm looking forward to coaching AJ Brown. See, I'm not entertaining it. I'm not entertaining offers. I mean, you got to give me throw me the whole bag. Like, let me get your first. Give me a Cleveland Browns type trade. The trade where they got Cleveland and Tech and Houston. Give me your first, your next three firsts, your next 3 seconds, and your next 3 thirds. Give me a game day. You know, like draft day from that movie with the bull from. What the dude name is?
Yeah, I know who Kevin Costner is.
Yeah, Kevin Costner, that guy. I want to make you look like a fool, like he did, like they did in the first 2 minutes of the movie. Trey, give me your first 3 seconds, your next 3 firsts, your next 3 seconds, and your next 3 thirds, and you can have AJ Brown because he's gonna give you that productivity. You're gonna get that productivity.
Ain't nobody making that trade ever.
Nobody's making that trade. Ain't nobody that's stupid. And that's how I would carry it. That's how I go about it. I'm not really interested in trading them. So, in order for me to go about that trade, you got to give me that offer because I'm not entertained. I'm not seriously entertaining that trade. So the only way I would even think, because I'll be sitting in my chair, I'll be sitting at my desk, and somebody's gonna call and be like, "I give you the next 3 twos. No, thank you. No, thank you." And then somebody's gonna call. I'm like, "Listen, my offer is my asking price is this." Next 3 firsts, your next 3 seconds, and next 3 thirds. That's my offer. So I'm gonna just be sitting there at my desk, and the only way I'm going to jump up out of my seat is if somebody actually calls with that offer, and then I'll be like, "Oh, okay, you're serious." And that's the only way. Because believe it or not, somebody's gonna fuck up on that draft pick. There's gonna be a mistake somewhere with one of those picks. One of those picks is going to not pan out. So you got to understand that if you're losing AJ, one of those picks is not going to pan out because that's just the way it works. You can't win. You can't hit on all those picks. So you need to give me something because if I draft a tight end with my first, he's not going to give me AJ Brown production. If I draft a safety with that first, you're not going to give me what AJ Brown brings to the table. Not for at least 3 years. So I'm not willing to take that offer. I'm not willing. The offer is not on the table.
Right. So basically, it's untradeable in your eyes.
In my eyes, he is untradeable. Maybe in 2 years.
Yeah. It probably won't be that long. I mean, he's definitely not this season, but next season, yeah. I mean, his value will take a dip between now and then, but that's all right. He's definitely tradable next season, though.
That cap hit going to be manageable, too.
All right, so where you want to go next? You want to go to the new quarterback in town? The new gunslinger? The red rifle? The red rocket? Ew.
So I have a theory about that. Eagles getting so here's the thing. Andy Dalton's going to be a serviceable backup. Probably a very, very good backup. Okay? Now here's where I feel like the reason they brought Andy Dalton in. Is the only reason they brought Andy Dalton in. The only reason they brought Andy Dalton in was because they are fielding offers for Tanner McKee. That's the only reason why. And that's just my theory. That's the only reason they brought him in, because why else would you bring in somebody who's been a starter in this league, been successful in this league? Why else would you bring him in? Not to be your number 3. He's there to hold somebody. Yes, he's there to hold a clipboard. But Tanner McKee is not. Tanner McKee is not coming here to be your number 2. He's not. He's not coming here to be your. Tanner McKee's not going to be a number 3. He's not going to be the 3rd quarterback on the roster. He's not. That's just not what he's going to do. So it's 100%. I'm fielding offers for Tanner McKee. I need to give Jalen Hurts a good backup. And I think Andy Dalton might be a solid backup in Philadelphia. He might be a solid backup for Jalen. He may be a good person to be in his ear. Let me say this. I didn't like Tanner McKee or Sam Howell being the quarterback in Jalen Hurts' ear, because they can't teach him nothing, because I believe they're both younger than Jalen Hurts. So they can't really.
Well, yeah.
They can't really.
They're still on their rookie deals, if anything.
Yeah. So they can't really relay any information to help Jalen Hurts be more productive. So you bring in a guy like Andy Dalton, who, mind you, played some little bit. He helped, what's his name? Freaking dude in Carolina. The dude that I said is a quarterback that's not a quarterbback, Bryce Young. He sat behind him.
He's been to the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's helped quarterbacks develop.
Yeah.
He's helped younger quarterbacks develop. So I think this is a very good decision, because you could see somebody who's going to be like, all right, Jalen, this is what I want you. This is how you want to handle it in this situation. Look at me. Look at how I do this. I mean, he's that kind of guy, and I like that. I like this. Tanner McKee's getting traded before the draft, if not before the draft, on draft day. He won't be in the Eagles uniform, and that's just my theory. He's not going to be here, and that's just that.
See, when I had the Eagles to sign Andy Dalton thing, I had right next to him, like I was presumed to back up McKee. And my next question was, why is no one calling about McKee? So, since, I haven't really had my ear to the street on where he's going or what the plans are there, who's looking into him? Where is he supposed to go? Who wants him?
I have a feeling.
Go with your gut.
Tanner McKee. I'm going to say Arizona.
That's about what my brain
Arizona. Wait, I had another. Wait, 1 second. Give me a second, because I have a theory of who Tanner McKee might be going over to. Okay, yeah. So I had to make sure it's accurate before I say this. I would go as far as to say Tanner McKee may be wearing a Miami Dolphins uniform. Because you know who's the pass game coordinator over in Miami. May not be that productive. It's Kevin Patullo.
Ew.
He's worked with him. He knows him. He's had at least 2 years with him. We don't gotta like it. We don't gotta like it. But
it's actually better that we don't.
But I'd say if somebody's looking for a developing quarterback, a quarterback that's going to develop, I would say that'd be a good thing for them, because they probably aren't going to find anybody. They're not going to get another quarterback with whatever you're about to use to trade Tanner McKee. You're not going to get a quarterback with that pick. He's a third or fourth.
I like the idea of Arizona more than I like the idea of Miami. But either way, dude's shit out of luck, because if he's in Miami, he's still not going to see the field unless Willis gets hurt. Because, behind him is Quinn Ewers. It's like, I don't know if he's better than or less than Quinn Ewers. I assume better than, just because he was an Eagle, and I like to believe the Eagles are smarter drafted than Miami is. But that said, I'd rather he was there. And Arizona, where he actually potentially had someone to throw the ball to. So instead of whatever the hell's going on in Miami with this depth chart. Have you seen it? Have you heard about this? This is just the drizzling
It
shit.
looked like dog water.
Hey, there's 2 Washingtons, which yay, but the rest of it's just dookie. I mean, it's awful. But yeah,
I love it.
wouldn't recommend it.
I love to see it.
Post that said that is the Dolphins wide receiver room the worst wide receiver room in NFL history? The answer is I don't know. Maybe.
In NFL history, I would go as far as say no, because you got to understand there was a point where the Eagles' #1 receiver was Todd Pinkston.
Okay. Well, the Dolphins' #1 receiver is Malik Washington, according to ESPN.
Who?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
It's Malik
Who?
Washington.
Exactly.
Ain't he a kick returner?
I don't know. I've never heard that man's name before. I don't know who the hell Malik Washington is, but he's the starting wide receiver according to ESPN in Miami.
Damn.
Yeah. Remember when they went into last season with? They thought they were a playoff team. They thought they were at least ready to compete with Buffalo and New England. Or at least try to compete, but nah. They went even further backwards. Now dude's out. He's in, what, Denver? San Diego? One
I'll
of them.
say this: if they are rebuilding, this is the right way to do it, because you can't compete with Buffalo or New England right now.
No, they cannot.
So just take a cut next 5 years and be ass.
They got some pieces. They could probably develop a good defense. There's some pieces in place. They can keep working at that. That can be their identity for a few years.
Defense wins championships, but only if you can do something on offense.
Only if you can run the ball in the playoffs.
They don't got nothing. Didn't they trade A-Chain too?
No, A-Chain's still intact. I mean, the the running back room ain't bad. Don't get me wrong. They got a nice.
No, the running back room is solid. Especially if they manage to hold on to A-Chain. I thought A-Chain was going away too.
No, that would just be there. People be jumping off of roofs when that's to happen. People would be jumping.
I would
off
hate to
roofs
be
or
A-Chain right
jumping
now.
on the highway. Yeah, it wouldn't be.
I would hate to be him.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good season for Dolphins fans. That's for damn sure.
Okay.
Oh, now we got the ragging on Miami. He's talking about Tanner Mckee. But whatever. He'll go somewhere. Hopefully he'll be worth whatever that team invests in him. If not, good for us, bad for them. How we wins again. LOL. Speaking of free agents, though, signings, we signed linebacker Arnold Ebiketie. 1 year, $7.3 million. What do you think of him? Hype this man up. Get the
All right, so
on this man.
So I can't talk about him because I keep hearing his signing. They said that Eagles had they had a need at pass rusher after the Jalen Phillips was signed over to the Panthers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Y'all gonna hate what I'm about to say, but I don't care. Arnold Ebiketie, Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips didn't really give you anything. And let's be honest, he didn't really give you much to be concerned about. Like he wasn't. He didn't. Ebiketie's gonna be a rotational guy. Phillips was He rotated in. He was rotating in. Yes, he was able to step into Vic Fangio's defense, but he rotated in, and he didn't give you what you guys are like super excited about. He wasn't worth the money that they got him. So Ebiketie is not coming in with big shoes to fill. He's not. Because guess what? He's going to sit behind, he's going to rotate between Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham. He's going to rotate. He's not the #1 guy. So comparing him to Jalen Phillips is just like asinine. You're not getting anything different. He's just one guy. Jalen Phillips is one guy who only gave us, 5 sacks?
Yeah, that's about considered for his career average, about five
5 sacks. I'm not I'm not losing my mind over that.
5 sacks this season.
I'm not
What,
losing my mind over that. It doesn't mean
he had
anything to
29
me.
sacks in his career. 29 sacks in 5 seasons. Not a Mckee, Jalen Phillips. Which is why I always thought, like, hey, we might be putting too much hope into this dude. Too much and willing to invest too much money into this guy just on potential and hype. And that's not what you do in free agency. That's an easy way to screw up your money. Putting money into, oh yeah, this guy could be this, when he hasn't shown you any reason that he could be that. You
Right.
into him with hopes and dreams, and they never pan out. So let him be someone else's problem, Jalen Phillips. Then Arnold Ebiketie, who's here for a year, mind you, it's a short-term deal. And, he's not getting paid big money. He's getting paid rotational money. So he's not here to be a star. He's not here to lead the team in tackles or sacks or how have you. He's here to be a piece of the puzzle. So let's not get our hopes too excited about this guy. Let's just hope this guy can be steady.
Do what he's supposed to do.
Like, yeah, come in, lunch pail, get his job done. Hard hat, all that good shit. All them catchphrases. Let's hope he can be that guy, because that's what he's getting paid to do. I ain't mad at it. From what I've seen, he's made a few plays in his career. He does things. I mean, the film I've seen it was most like highlights. You didn't really, because you never see the lowlights. You only see highlights when you look at tape. When you see people's tape, unless you actually have access to the good shit. And I don't. I don't know where it is. I don't know where to find all 22s or any shit like that. If I did, or somebody out there does, please show me, because I really need that. But yeah, it's a 1-year deal, $4 million guaranteed. If he plays well, he could be back next year. I mean, not ruling that out at all. There's
Right.
there. There's pieces there. But yeah, I ain't mad at it. Because
If he gets you 3 sacks, he's done better than he did last year in Arizona. In Atlanta, I'm sorry.
Wouldn't that lead the team? Wouldn't that lead the team in sacks last year? So, yeah. Just come in and do your job, Ebiketie. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
We ain't really expecting too much out of you. You ain't here to change the game. All right. Moving on. You done with him?
I'm done with Ebiketie.
All right. Ebiketie, we done with you. Well, now we're moving on to say goodbye to Darius Slay. He only wanted to play in Philadelphia. The Eagles fans wanted him back in Philly. Why isn't he in Philly?
So I have a theory. I love to give my theories. I don't think it's done, and this is why I say when people say goodbye, I don't know. Are we saying goodbye? Because is it real? Is it a real retirement? Because I feel like he'll. I feel like he'll, the call is coming. I feel like we're gonna wait till closer to training camp, and then you're gonna hear Darius Slay signs with the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. That's what we're gonna see very soon, and it's funny because Darius Slay, the ball is in Darius Slay's pocket. I mean, I'm not sure if whatever the phrase is, he holds the cards. He is in control. And he said what he said. I'm not playing for anybody but Philadelphia. I don't want to go anywhere but with the Eagles. And he's standing by that. And that is the truest form of standing on business. There's no other example of standing on business outside of Darius Slay saying, I'm not playing for anybody else. Don't call me. Don't call me. I saw a video where he was talking about him playing. Mind you, he had an Eagles t-shirt on. An Eagles t-shirt on. In the conversation, they said, what about the Titans? And Darius Slay's response was, the Titans know better than to call me. That's what Darius Slay said. He said, the Titans know better than to call me. So I feel like he has that same energy towards anybody who may be looking for a cornerback. He is not interested. He also said, they said, would you play safety? Eagles need a safety. Would you play safety? Darius Slay said, I'll play safety. So knowing that option is, and Eagles do need a safety, if Darius Slay can indeed play safety, do not be surprised if Howie Roseman gives him the call. It's not a matter of the Eagles not being interested. They're just waiting. They're waiting till the right moment to make that call. And it's gonna happen. That call is coming. We will see it before this in training camp. We will see Darius Slay sign with the Eagles.
Yeah, I could see that. Does seem like that kind of thing. I mean, he only wants to be here. Maybe he's just going to sit and rest until a couple more bodies fall, or they're going to need him in camp. Why would he? He doesn't need to be there right now.
Right.
He's a veteran enough receiver that he could come in later on in the year, getting closer to the season, and be ready to go. So, yeah, I could see that happening. I wouldn't even be mad at it. I'd actually be pretty damn happy about it. Especially compared to the fact that, like, instead of signing Darius Slay, they went out and signed Jonathan Jones.
And he old.
Yeah, he's older than
Yeah.
Jones.
And that's where I say, like, you see some signings and they're just like, why? Because I don't see the benefit of signing Jonathan Jones because he's going to be one of those guys that gets cut before the season starts. I don't see him in the Eagles uniform. He's not going to be in the Eagles uniform when the season starts. So I feel like it's one of those where it's like can't body.
Yeah, it just screams
That's what it
can't
is.
body. It really does. I mean, dude's 10 years in the game already. So, I mean, 32 years old. He's been in the league 10 years. He's more there to help. I don't think he's really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just here to fill in space, take up space. He's not going to be of much value come this season. Not at this point. He's definitely on the downswing. 32 years old, he has to be. But what I found interesting about dude is he was a licensed pilot, and he's got a whole organization that he goes out and teaches kids or exposes kids to aviation.
That's nice.
Yeah. To teach them how to become a pilot, I guess get some hours under their belt. I don't really know what they do, but that's what it is. And Jones Next Step Foundation. I think it's pretty damn cool personally.
Oh, so maybe he should be an Eagle because he's teaching these kids how to fly Eagles fly.
Ah, nice. Well, that made me want to ask, since this guy went out there and he achieved his dream and became a licensed pilot, which is not easy. It takes a lot of time and money. So,
Oh yeah.
I may want to ask you, is there something you'd like to be licensed in that seems really out of reach?
Let me think. I would say if there was something that I was really because I was I had the security company license. I would say if I had to do anything, if I had to have any license, and it's out of reach, and I want to say something that's out of reach for me, that's like it's really no option. I would say becoming an attorney. That's probably the only thing I would be remotely interested in. Outside of that, no, I'm not really interested in anything. There's nothing that I really want. No licenses. No, what I'll say that I really want. How about you, Boulevard?
Normally, I would have just said I would have went with that and said planes, because yeah, I mean that's close to an actual goal like that I never really had. I guess I would have looked if I continued my education. I would have probably went into law school or something of that nature. But it wasn't really like a dream. It was just like a fallback. And
I feel.
I'd say maybe boxing referee.
I mean, that's not really out of reach for you, though.
I'm nowhere near the game of boxing.
True.
Nowhere near it. Plus, to be a referee in boxing, like you got to be damn near above reproach, and yeah, I mingle with unsavory folks from time to time.
Yeah, I can't be a referee because
People
you can
will
pay
run
me
strike
and I'll
away
throw that
and that sort of thing. So I can't really be a referee because I'm not What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not really a paragon of good deeds.
Now, I don't want. I'll say this, because when it comes to being a referee, I got a price when it comes to like if I was a referee for a sporting event, yeah, I got a price. I got a price. I ain't got a price, but outside of that, outside of sports, I ain't got a price. Like, there's nothing you could pay me to do something illegal that you can prove I did it. Like, I'll throw a few flags or get in the way,
Yeah.
but
Ain't no way in
that's
hell I'm rigging a damn football game. I'm not putting that much effort into any damn thing like that.
but
I don't
that's
care
my
how much
point.
you try to pay me. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna bother. And not like I mean, I fucking try to do it and be noticeable as hell. Like that damn catch. Like that's what it come down to. Some bullshit like that. Some catch that ain't a catch or is a catch, and like be obvious as shit. I can't do
Oh,
that.
it's going to be noticeable. It's going to be noticeable.
Integrity. That's the word I was looking for. Integrity.
Integrity. I have integrity, but
I have
I got
integrity,
a price.
but
I have integrity. I just don't
I'm
care.
yeah,
I'm an asshole.
yeah.
Like, throw me in a Patriots game. I will get in Drake May's way.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do something
I
like
will.
that. Like I'll trip a motherfucker. I don't care, but I do that
I will
anyway. You
blow.
gotta pay me to do that.
I
I'll
will
trip.
blow the whistle while the ball is in the air and rule it incomplete. That's what type of shit I would be. We can't see that.
Oh, Uptown Saturday Night Song. All right. Anyway,
All
so
right.
yeah, moving on. In sad news, the Eagles traded safety Syd Brown to Atlanta for a pick swap in the fourth and sixth rounds. GQ, I know you want to talk about that, but before you do, I want to ask you: do they want Keeley? Because they can have Keeley.
Yeah, they do want Keeley. I think all 31 teams want Keeley.
Mm, sure.
They all want
Find it
Keely
hard to
Ringo and
believe.
Adoree. They want them both. They want both of them. I got a
Wow.
trade package for you. Give
Yeah.
me a third or fourth, and you can have both of
Right. I mean, yeah.
them. But yeah,
They
as far as
didn't. They
Syd
didn't.
Brown,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I feel like it was gonna happen. The time came, you know.
Hmm.
This project, and like honestly, and I and I was a big Syd Brown fan. I was a big Syd Brown fan, and I just felt like he just failed to be who we wanted him to be. He failed to be that person. So
You lost the spot to a rookie.
yeah, like you failed, Sid. So I can't really. I'm not going to sit right here and say you're anything that you were supposed to be. So
Yeah.
good riddance. Honestly, I'm a big Syd Brown fan, but it was time for him to go.
Yeah. I
Time to
figured
go.
you'd have an opinion on it more than I would.
Yeah, I
I
just felt
feel
like
like
it was time to go.
they got rid of him for nothing. Essentially, they just swapped picks. You got a
Yeah,
fourth. We got a fourth. You got a sixth. We got a sixth. Let's trade.
yeah.
That's it.
And you know what I thought? You know what I thought's gonna? What I feel like is gonna happen? I feel like it's gonna happen because Atlanta's does it. They have a lot of smaller linebackers. I feel like Syd Brown will be a linebacker in Atlanta. They're gonna
Intriguing.
move him to linebacker.
Does it work if they do?
I feel like it could work as long as he doesn't over pursue, because that was what his problem. He can't cover to save his life, but he can tackle. He's physical. So maybe they get past that over pursuing shit. But until then, I don't think he's gonna be good in this league.
Fair enough. I don't either. I would never really have my hopes up on him though. Because why? For what? I saw. I remember a lot of Eagles fans were excited for Syd Brown and what he could potentially be, but turns out he couldn't do much. Lost his spot, and now the Eagles let him go, replaced him, and re-signed Marcus Epps, who could be the starter this year. I mean, there's a few people out there in contention, like Michael Carter II, and mean, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. That's being the starter. I mean, I hope that's not the case, but if that's the
I'm
best
not
case
okay with that.
scenario,
The
well,
best case scenario is Howie Roseman giving Justin Simmons a call. But here's my thing, and I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking hard about it. I don't think we should give Justin Simmons a call because that
no,
man sat on free agency for a whole season. So if
right?
nobody, not nobody's mama, not the
Nobody,
UFL, not none of these arena leagues gave that man a call. Nobody.
nobody.
And CJ Gardner Johnson still kicking around? This man got punched so many times. How Sidney Brown got a job and Justin Simmons don't got a job? See,
Injuries? I don't know. I know. I have
so
no idea.
there's a reason why
Age?
he ain't get signed,
No, I don't
and
know.
and a lot of people are still like, let's sign Justin Simmons. There's a reason the man didn't get signed yet, and I want to argue it, but you know what? It's time to stop and just accept it that he may not be who we need or want.
Right? Well, obviously he's not, or he'd be here.
Right. So,
Oh well. Well, and we also
but I hope
signed.
it's not Epps.
Yeah, I mean, there's got the draft's coming. We don't have we have time to not have to panic or worry. Roster's still in development. A lot like yours, Mr. GM. You know,
Yeah.
there's a long time before there's any version of a final roster or week one for that matter roster. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes. This new safety JT Gray, who they brought in for depth, or Andre Sam, who he's expected to compete with really, and Michael Carter. And like they could be gone. And all two of those three could be gone. We don't even know. Shit's crazy. That safety spot is not locked up. Marcus Epps is maybe the spot the starter on the depth chart today, but he may not become season opener. So let's not get our hopes too high or low. Keep it even, because you know it's just going to get crazier anyway.
Man, I would rather bring back Avonte Maddox to play safety before I go with any of these guys. You know what? I'll go. You know what? You want to go and you want to give your everything to fucking shit safeties. You want to go say I'm sorry. Give me fucking Shiloh fucking Sanders. I mean, you can't go do any worse than what you already fucking got.
That man couldn't make this. He got cut in preseason. He wasn't. He must not
Yeah,
have
he was
been.
ass, but look who
Yeah.
else is ass. Fucking Sam was on a practice squad. He's been on a practice squad for this team for years. And fucking who is JT Gray? I don't know him. Is he a rookie?
No one knows. Nobody knows who that is. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's a rookie. I'm
So
hoping
I'm
he's a
not bringing
special
any.
team. Otherwise, I don't know who the fuck this dude is, though.
I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I need something. If you want to compete,
Yeah, he's 30. He's
yeah,
probably a special teams guy.
that's the only thing he can do. So I would say, give me Slade at this point. Just give me Slade.
Yeah.
Just give Slade a call and say, hey, can you play safety?
Well, if it works out like you hoped, you will be seeing Slay on the field come start of the season, maybe. So yeah,
All
there's
right.
that. You got anything else? Any stories you want to talk about? Any meals? Any restaurants or movies you want to promote? Talk about?
Nothing at the moment.
Okay.
Nothing that I can think of.
Ah, me either. It's like I know I watched
I,
something the other day, but I can't remember what the hell it was. What the hell was it? What the hell was the name of that movie?
I'm not sure. I just watched War Machine on Netflix, and that movie
Okay.
was
Speak on that.
excellent.
Yeah.
That movie was excellent. It's starting Alan Rickson, who played on Fast and
Okay.
Furious, from Blue Mountain State. Is where I
Yeah.
was introduced to him from Blue Mountain State. He played in Fast and the Furious, and he's the star of Amazon Prime's Reacher. Love
Mm-hmm.
that show. So great movie, phenomenal movie. If you have a Netflix account, go watch it. Or if you're streaming it illegally, go watch it. Because why else? Go watch War Machine. Great movie.
Okay. Don't get more solid an endorsement than that. All right. You got anything else?
Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, I got nothing. Thank you for enduring with us. Football is life. That's what the dude said from what was that show?
Lasso. Is that Lasso?
Ted Lasso. Football is life.
Football is life. That's
Later.
It. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out to check out our show.